What's up, guys? It's your boy Rated Guy Fresh here, and I am back with another video. You already see we are saved. Our 6 Sam players are saved. Crossout Designator is coming soon in less than 2 weeks, I believe. 3. I honestly, when the Megatons drop, your boy is going to get box. We need that Crossout Designator. 6 Sams are back. Megatons, I'm telling you guys, 6 Sams can do what any deck can do, but hand traps hurt us. But we are back. So this is my 6 Sam updated deck profile. I gave you guys one a long time ago, so I said, you know what? This right here, I've been testing it out and been winning a lot with it. It's really consistent, so I'll go over it. Let's get right into it. So basically, we played 2 Grandmasters. Some people just say you need 1. Some people play 3, 2. Honestly, Grandmaster is just another extender. You need a 6 Sam plus another body to go for a combo in this deck. So that's why I could run him at 3. Sometimes I want to, but you only can control 1s. That's why I have it at 2. If I see it, it's really good, but you don't want to just draw multiples, but you really want to see it. So it's in a mid card, you know. Another card we play is Zanji. I could be botching the name, but the reason we play this, a lot of people, I know nobody plays this one, but it's because we play Aestheticism and we use these 2 together. So this card with Aestheticism can either go to Grandmaster or this card, vice versa. This card can go into our Kazan. That's why we play this card. Like I said, you want to be able to be versatile just in case you draw just an 1800 attack monster and Aestheticism. Now you can make this. That's my reason behind it. Of course, you have to run the 3 of the best card in the deck. Easy special summon as long as you control a 6 Sam monster. Also, Ishin, really great tech card. It allows you to compose your opponent's monster by banishing 2. You're gonna have a stacked graveyard at the end of the day. This card is able to bring out also off Aestheticism using our Kageki. When it boosts up to 17, you trigger Aestheticism, it can bring out this. So that's why we play it as well. It's a one of. You don't have to play this card. There's other options you can play instead of it. A lot of you guys, I know you guys don't see the red and blue package in. I normally attempt to run that package, but I've been liking it this way. I may go back into running that package because I do miss a card that's in here, and I'll go over the card you can add. We run the Elder. The Elder's there for, since we run also the Kagamusha, these work perfect with each other because they're both 400. One brings out the other if you have Aestheticism. Well, our focus is around Aestheticism if you have it, but if we don't, you also have extenders. 6 Sam extend itself. The normal summon of the deck, Kageki. Again, this card, you normal summon, you get to special summon the 6 Sam from hand. Normally you special summon in this, or you special summon in any 6 Sam you want. Also Kagamusha of course. This card also can be special summoned. Kagamusha normally pairs up with anything. This is our tuna in the deck. Our other tuna is Fuma. Fuma is that level 1 that we need when we try to make other plays. For Shein, if you have a level 4, you have a level 1. You have this play here, a level 3 plus here. So that's why we run Fuma. Fuma is really good. You can also run, I normally run Shein Squire. Shein Squire is really good. It helps you go into Nat Beast because it's an Earth, but you can go Nat Beast with these 2 plays here. That's why we do that. We go at 3 Ash Blossoms for our hand trap lineup, and we run our Star Ravers. Yes, the reason we run this card here is because in the meta right now, a lot of people run Imperm, Effect Veiler, cards that target you in a way that you don't want your cards to get blown up, so, or targeted to be negated. So that's why we run this until Crossout Designator arrives. This is what we're running for now. Once Crossout come, we're either going to swap it or may leave it in lessen the hand traps. I'm not really sure the route I'm going to go yet, but I have some sick, crazy builds that I'm messing around with. Now, our Searcher, our Shein Smoke Signal, you have to run 3. This allows you to search the engine. This is your Rhoda for the deck. Speaking of Rhoda, I don't see my Rhoda in this deck, so Rhoda should be here. I'll probably take out, I may take out one of these because you only need about 2 now. You don't like, it's tough. No, I need 3. But yes, we have to add Rhoda in the deck. Remind me, guys, in the chat, add rotor to the deck. I must have clicked it and it's not in, because normally I run a 45 card 6cm deck, but I try to lessen it to 40. So maybe I'll take out 1 and 2 and I'll show you the other package that's in. So aestheticism, the key card of the deck here. You target a card of the same attack and then you special summon out from that. Next is our Gateway of the Six Samurai. Of course, your best card in the deck. When you special summon or normal summon a 6 Sam, it gains 2 counters. Once you get 2, that's 4, and so on. It goes up by 2s and 2s. And the best effect is take away the 4 counters to add a card from graveyard or deck. That's why it's the best. Temple of the Six Samurai. Temple of the Six Samurai, we just use this to hold Bushu counters on it. So that's why we also run the Dojo and we run the United. It's just to hold those counters so we're able to abuse them. And that's why the red and blue combo, a lot of people run that because you can abuse the counters and things like that. But this one as well, honestly, I find it the same. That's why I lessen it. I used to run this at 3, but 2 is fine. It's just the whole counters. That's all you need, is at least 2 cards to hold counters, because the link, we do run the link, it runs counters as well. So you're gonna get the loop anyway, and you'll see what I'm talking about later. Monster Reborn, another extender, Call by the Grave, of course. This card I think may get banned. Check out the video soon coming, my ban list prediction. I think this card may get banned. I'm hoping it don't, but hey, if it do, it do. We have Crossout Designator. More space, I guess, for Crossout Designator targets. DDR, of course. We run swords, and we run our living fossil. Those are our 3 targets for a soul. Next, for our extra decks, we're just gonna run through it. We run the Trish for more of a go second card. Savage. I don't go into Savage as much, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep it because I have some other cards that I may want to put in, such as Barkion, just for traps. When you play trap decks, it's a free win. Next, Lenotus is an Appaloosa on crack. As long as you have spells in your hand, you can negate. Is not once per chain, not once per turn. If you have 5 spells, that's 5 monster negates in hand. So to me, it's a little better than Appaloosa, because you can keep chaining and chaining on. Next, of course, OT Shein. Yes, I do have this deck in real life. OT Shein, of course, is not a 6M deck without playing Shein. I could make Shein turbo, but it's just not that meta of just spelling traps as it used to be. One Nat Beast, of course. Nat Beast stops spells if your opponent is heavy on spells and don't really run trap cards or really don't have outs to Nat Beast and just run spells, aka Sky Strikers. They just lose unless they have an Imperm. And of course, we're gonna have cards to stop Imperm at that point. Our Herald of Arclight, another negate. Inboard is crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But Arclight is a great negate. This card here, Shein, is just to have extra bodies to go into. When you first set up, I call it the deck thinning process. So you just make cards just to build up counters and do things like that. You don't necessarily need this card, but you're just building counters. Abyss Dweller is also one of the inboard cards. A lot of people use a graveyard, such as Tri Brigade, so you can shut off their engine with Abyss Dweller. Time Douglas, it just keeps the extension going. I normally use the draw 2 effect because you just want to keep going through your deck. Like I said, it's a part of the deck process. 2-star users, I do make 2-star users in 1 turn. Droll and Lockbird is a nasty card, but if they don't have Droll, you're gonna set up. It's good to make your hand better, fix your hand, and Mulligan and all of that. Appaloosa, you don't need to make Appaloosa once you have Lenotus on the field, but I tend to make Appaloosa at the end, so you have Appaloosa and that card that, like I said, is insane. You have to run the Isolde. You already know what Isolde do. Hout, just in case things get a little shaky. I don't normally go into Hout, but just in case things get shaky. And of course, one of the newest cards are the General. General allows you to discard and add a card that can hold a Bushu counter. We normally add Gateway if we didn't already draw it. Now, the main daddy of them all, Crossout Designator. When this card comes out, 6 sands will be free. I'm telling you guys, my deck is going to change 100% when Crossout comes. I was going to add it in to show you guys the list, but I'll do that in another video of me with Crossout Designator. I was testing it earlier. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I went like 7-1, but it's just crazy. Targets, of course, Infinite Impermanence, Effect Veiler, Nibiru. This essentials like that. Also, this card, like I said, I can take this out for Savage. Just in case your opponent has a trap deck, that's perfect. I did run this card, and a lot of people actually gave me credit for this card. So, in hindsight of this card, say if they imperm your Natness, right? They can no longer activate any other cards because this card only lets your opponent use one spell or trap. So if they don't have like a drop it and negate multiple cards, if they activate, let's say Terraform, you don't negate Terraform, let it go through, because they cannot activate any more spells or traps because they only get once per turn to activate it. That's why this card is nasty. I may test it, put it back in. If I take out anything, it honestly probably be Grandmaster. This is a substitute. You need 2 bodies, but it's really good. And plus, if this card is engraved, you can special summon it from the graveyard from Gateway. Like I said, the red and blue packet, I may put it back in honestly because we ran one of the best cards I think is Hasame, is because this card is also a statistical target. 16 and this is 16 as well. You don't really need blue, but I did run to 3. So if you wanted to, right, you just take out this one, add red, add blue, and you can add the other blue if you want. Like I said, I run a 45 card deck. I just made 40. I'm testing out with 40. But if you want to take another card out, you can just easily take out a Grandmaster. Now you have it here. You have your 2 more targets for aestheticism to make more consistent plays. This card also you can banish 2 to special summon 1, which I actually like this play. I am probably going to run this card again because it's really, really good, especially when you special summon it, or for Soul Day is another extender. But like I said, this is the deck profile for you guys. This will show you some hands. I'll just do a quick test hand for you guys if you want to see. Look at that, God hand, full combo. I'm not going to go into the full combo. 6am combos take about 10 minutes, but this is full combo. Any 2 6ams plus a card that can hold a counter is full combo because your end board, like I said, is just nasty, 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 nasty.